Hi students, welcome to week 2 of the course. In this video I'm going to be going over all the assignments that are going to be due this week, as well as your business projects. So let's go ahead and turn to iLearn. Okay, so just as a reminder, your document formatting assignment is due Tuesday before midnight. Make sure you submit that in PDF format. If you need help on instructions for that assignment, there is a video there that will help you, as well as in the week 1 overview lecture. So if you need a little bit more assistance with that assignment. For this week, you have to read this email series assignment. You don't have to do anything for it. I just want you to be aware of the kind of like what you're going to be doing with the email series. So for the document formatting assignment, once I get it, I'm going to be grading it, and then probably by the end of the week, I'll be sending out emails in which I'll be giving you feedback on your assignment. And I'll be doing this for several assignments throughout the semester. The additional ones, the 8, right, that we talked about in the first video last week. So anyway, so I'll be giving you an email, and in the email you want to really pay attention to my tone. Is it formal? Is it informal? How am I greeting you? How have I signed off? What is the format of the email like? So you really want to mimic that, and it's just good practice for email correspondence in the business world and just how to keep it professional. So we'll be doing that throughout the semester. I'll always let you know that you need to reply to it, and I'll always let you know when I expect that reply by. It's always a week from when I send it. But next week I'll be giving you guys a reminder to reply to that email. Okay, so you do have 2 forums this week. One is the Reflect and Plan on being a team player. So just as a reminder, I've already posted your group names and teams like here, so you'll see your group next to each different team number, and you'll know who's in your group. I'll also be sending out emails giving you guys all of your contact information so that you can kind of get started and telling you what to do for the first team meeting that you're going to have. So you'll be doing the forum. So basically you're going to respond to the Reflect and Plan. And this is all in relation to teamwork and kind of how you guys are going to work together. It's a good way to build kind of rapport with your group members. And then you're going to be replying to 2 or more of your group members before the end of next week. So that'll be that forum post. And that's the first post is due Tuesday before midnight. There's also a sentence level editing assignment. So there's 4 prompts, and you want to do all 4 of them. So you'll start here and go all the way down to that one. So we'll start with active voice, and you'll see that I've already posted a prompt, and then basically you'll just reply to that prompt and you'll post your response to it. Okay, and you'll be doing that for all 4. And again, it's just a good way to practice sentence level editing, grammar, punctuation, all the things that are important in the business world. Okay, so that'll be due actually a week from Tuesday, so next Tuesday before midnight is when the sentence level editing one is due. Okay, your group business proposal plan. So I'm going to go over the instructions. So basically the way this is going to work is you guys are going to work in a group to come up with a plan, some sort of business plan, whether it's a product or a service or a business itself, whatever it might be. So I just wanted to give you some ideas of things you could do. So in the past, I've had students do a range of things. So I've had students create apps. So for example, someone created an app where, let's say you get home from work and it's late and you're like, oh no, my gas tank is empty. I got to get up early and drive. So they created an app where you in your computer or your phone, and someone would come to your house and fill up your gas tank before you left for work in the morning. So that was one idea. Or I guess it could be also charging it, right? Like charging an electric vehicle. There was someone that came up with an idea for an app that had professional chefs drop off like gourmet food at your door for the week. Someone else came up with an idea for vending machines on campus that had gourmet food in them, or just gourmet products. Another person came up with an idea for cases for like phones and computers or like tablets that was made from like recycled plastic products that would end up in landfill. So like kind of a sustainability model type business. I had students come up with ideas for restaurants, like a gourmet seafood restaurant. Someone came up with an idea for EDM underwear, like glow in the dark kind of like dance underwear. And that actually turned into a real business. So he actually did launch it. And then another idea, someone came up with a service for makeup brushes. So they'd give you, a set of makeup brushes, and then at the end of the week, they would pick them up and clean them and drop off a new batch. And then you get a new batch of brushes every week so that your makeup brushes were always clean. So those are just some ideas of things, but I really want you to think out of the box. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be something that already exists. In fact, I'd say, really look outside the box with that. Think of something every day that you love to use or that is missing in your life, and like something you wish existed, and like try to create it. And you're going to be looking at other businesses that are similar to kind of get an idea of how to start that business. And we'll talk more about that as the weeks go by. But I just want to give you some kind of examples of brainstorming ideas before. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually look at the assignment. Okay, so I will be sending out an email again with all of your group members and your emails and contact information, because you guys are going to have your first meeting before next week. And you can fire members. So if people aren't responding, if they're not on top of it, let me know, and I'll have to contact them. And basically what will happen is they'll just have to do the project on their own. I have never had that happen, so I don't think it's going to happen now, but I think it's going to be fine. You'll basically have 4 team meetings, about 45 minutes long. They can be longer or a little shorter, depending. And then you'll have agendas, and you'll be recording the minutes for all of those. I'm going to show you examples of minutes in just a mere moment. And then that corresponding minutes will be due each week. I did kind of give you guys some lee room. So like technically it is going to be done in week 6, but I'm not having you present anything or turn in anything till week 8. So you've got some wiggle room in case like you have to miss a week or you need an extra day or whatever. So let's say like week 1 goes by and you still haven't met and you need to meet in week 3. That's fine. Like I've made flexibility. The hope is that you guys will meet each week. And that you'll figure out a time that's good for you guys. I say the best thing is to meet over Zoom. Just have each person do a different hosting of a Zoom meeting. But you can do it over Discord, you can do it over Google. It really is up to you guys and how you want to do it. So let's quickly go and look at like an example of minutes. I've already posted them here. So here's an example of a team agenda. It's basically just what you're going to be talking about in your next meeting. And then the team minutes are here. So it's pretty standard, right? You've got the title, the date, who was there, who was the minute taker, and then what happened, who said what, who covered what issue, and then kind of like a paragraph overview. Your minutes do not have to look like this, but this is just an easy way to do it, okay? So that's there as a template, as an example for you. Okay, so let's go back to the assignments. Okay, so for overall, what you're going to be doing is turning in a formal plan. And this is the thing that you'd be like turning into your potential investor. And that'll be due in week 8. You'll also be doing a presentation individually because you guys are online. If you're in my hybrid class, you'll be doing it in person in real time as a group. But because you guys are online, you'll be doing them individually in a Flipgrid presentation. We'll actually watch each other's and give feedback. You'll also turn in a group proposal slide. So it'll be a group kind of effort. As if you're going to present as a group to, a potential investor. The grading criteria is pretty simple. As far as your written report, it's going to have an executive summary, introduction / business description, operations plan, market analysis, and then finances, or some version of these. They can look different. We'll go over formats later, but this is just an example. I also have examples to show you, which I'm going to do in a moment. You want it to speak in one unified voice, even though each of you are contributing your own parts to this overall project. You want it to sound like, one person wrote it. The formatting is clear and there's good aesthetics. You have a clear audience and purpose, and it's mostly free of sentence level errors. Also, you'll have some individual assignments associated with your group work, like a persuasive letter, a teamwork memo, and a bad news letter. So basically, after we watch everyone's Flipgrids, you guys will be picking someone that you're going to be rejecting for an investment. So you'll be playing the role of an investor, and you have to turn them down in a compassionate way. We'll talk more about that later. It's pretty fun. Okay, so, all right, so now let's actually go to week 6, because this is where all the good stuff is. So this is where you're going to be turning in the actual final product. And I have some examples of business proposals to show you. So, so here's one. And yours doesn't have to look like this, but it's got a cover page with all the names, the contents, and then each section. And you'll notice, look at how clean this is. There's lots of white space, really easy. The eyes go straight to everything. Really well done. So there's that one. And there is no right or wrong way to do this. There's a lot of different ways. So we'll be going over that as the weeks go by. Here's another one. the students did. I really like this one because it's got some graphs and some charts, as you can see here, which is always good. And then I have one more. Okay, so here's another one. And see the use of color and headers. Just like really clean, really well done, easy to read. Okay, we'll go over all the individual kind of parts of that as time goes on. Okay, so let's also look. So each group already has kind of a home for their team. So let's say I'm in this group, team 1, so I'm going. You guys have a group doc that you're going to be collaborating on. I will be looking at this each week to make sure that you're doing work. I will be like using this doc, actually, be posting your drafts, and they'll be giving you feedback on this doc. So kind of use this as a space to collaborate with your group. And then you also have all your meetings are already prompted and up here. So you can kind of look ahead if you want. So this week will be your first team meeting. So this week what you're really doing is you're going to be brainstorming kind of ideas. But each meeting will have prompts of things I want you to do. So this week you're going to kind of do your human metrics personality test, thinking about your thinking styles. Look on YouTube at Shark Tank because it's a great place to go to get ideas for like products or services that you want to pitch and how to pitch and just kind of like what other people do. So go ahead and check that out. And then you're going to be brainstorming ideas. I'd say come up with like your top 2. By the end of that team meeting, you should kind of have an idea of what you're going to do. And then I already have, assigned roles. Think about who's going to do what. You should have each member of your group take a chance in being a team minute taker. So each member of the group should do it at least once, if you can. And then here's your agenda items. So they're all here. And then what you'll do is once you meet, you'll see there's a little reply function here. You'll hit reply and then you can hit advanced. And you'll basically either copy and paste, upload, or drag and drop your team minutes to this feed. So you'll do that each week for each team meeting. Okay. All right. So I think that's basically it. Let me go back really quick. Yeah, so again, look for an email from me with all of your team members' names on it and your contact information. And then you guys this week will just figure out where you're going to meet. When and like how. I'd say like over Zoom is probably the best way, but if you guys would rather do it over Discord or whatever, it's totally up to you and your team. And then let me know somehow how you're going to be meeting, and I'll be checking in with you guys midweek to make sure that you guys are on track. All right, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out and have a great week. Thanks.